digitalization will enhance service delivery where those skills are. So yeah, please go out there, look for the resources, and they are there. If you there is an organization also called Aspen. Aspen it supports. It's a forum of intermediaries, organizations that support entrepreneurs. So within that, you'll find financiers. And they just released a document called the Snapshot of Entrepreneurship in Gauteng. And I think in South Africa and Gauteng. But I mean, Gauteng is the economic engine of the country anyway, with 35% of the GDP. So if it has distilled some of those opportunities in Gauteng, they'll probably be applicable to the rest of the country.
Thank you very much. So if you have, because we have to continue rounds of questions, so I hope that we could give you some feedback, and I would invite you after the discussion, if you want to have side questions, the members of the panel, I think, will be happy to interact with you. Thank you very much. Now, there are, of course, a flow of questions coming on the app. It's a bit difficult, of course, to address all of them, but I will squeeze one while addressing the second question to Mr. Bationo. I'm asking what specific policies from your government are there to promote green entrepreneurs and how successful they have been so far. And I will squeeze a question here which I find maybe if you are be able to incorporate in the answers. When are government departments moving to fully automated procurement system paperless?
Okay, merci bien. Il faut dire en ce qui concerne notre gouvernement au Burkina Faso, il y a des initiatives qui sont prises pour le verdissement des entreprises. Des initiatives, je parlerai d'abord sur le plan du cadre institutionnel. Nous avons au Burkina Faso une plateforme d'association des entrepreneurs que nous appelons la maison de l'entreprise. C'est un cadre institutionnel, une maison qui appuie tous les acteurs de l'idée de projet jusqu'à la concrétisation de l'entreprise. Et après, il y a le suivi sur le terrain des entrepreneurs à travers cette maison de l'entreprise. Donc, actuellement, nous sommes sur une phase de spécialisation des professionnels pour le verdissement afin qu'ils puissent appuyer les entrepreneurs sur le terrain dans le verdissement de leurs entreprises. Il y a également d'autres initiatives qui sont prises pour organiser les institutions financières, à les former sur la question de l'entrepreneuriat vert, afin qu'on puisse avoir une ligne dédiée dans les entreprises et dans les institutions financières pour l'appui aux initiatives à l'endroit des entreprises vertes. Et pour la question de l'automatisation, il faut noter qu'au Burkina Faso, la dynamique est lancée. La dynamique est lancée dans un sens qu'on veut transformer structurellement tous nos secteurs de développement. Donc, je puis vous rassurer que c'est un champ qui est à exploiter pour la question du développement des entreprises vertes au Burkina Faso. Nous, également, comme à titre illustratif, je puis vous rassurer qu'il y a beaucoup de résultats que nous avons engrangés avec l'appui de certains partenaires il y a l'ONU Environnement à travers Shift Africa Green, qui a appuyé le pays à travers 6 projets pilotes dans le cadre du verdissement. Ces 6 pilotes ont pu toucher, ces 6 projets pilotes du moins ont pu toucher jusqu'à environ 300 entrepreneurs dans la question du développement de leurs entreprises vers le verdissement. Il y a des acteurs étatiques que nous avons pu toucher. Nous avons travaillé avec eux, toujours dans le sens de faire la promotion de l'entreprise verte. C'est ce que je disais dans ma communication passée. pour la première question que vous m'avez posée. Nous avons développé notre stratégie nationale sur l'économie verte qui a pu nous permettre au Burkina Faso, par exemple, d'avoir un document d'orientation pour la promotion de l'entreprise verte. Dans quel document, aujourd'hui, au niveau national, nous sommes en train de pouvoir appuyer les acteurs pour pouvoir mobiliser d'autres ressources financières afin de mobiliser les entreprises par l'élaboration d'un plan de gestion intégrée des déchets. Depuis ce matin, hier, on ne parle que des déchets au Burkina Faso, qui aujourd'hui, c'est un secteur qui est laissé à lui-même, et pourtant nous avons beaucoup d'initiatives. Comment amener des acteurs qui considèrent ce domaine comme un domaine informel à le rendre plus formel et pour pouvoir créer des milliers d'emplois pour nos jeunes. Donc, c'est dans le sens que ce plan national de gestion intégrée des déchets va contribuer au développement de l'économie verte à travers l'entreprise verte pour créer plus d'emplois verts et décents, je dirais, pour nos communautés pauvres qui sont vulnérables à la résilience due au changement climatique et même à cette résilience économique que nous faisons face à certains acteurs mondiaux. On ne peut pas se soustraire de cette dynamique mondiale. Nous avons également, comme je l'ai dit, la stratégie nationale de développement de l'industrie verte qui a été élaborée, qui est en phase d'adoption, va permettre au Burkina Faso de verdir toutes les entreprises, aujourd'hui au niveau national. Donc, il y a beaucoup d'initiatives dans le cadre du verdissement des petites et moyennes entreprises, comme mon prédécesseur l'a dit, mon voisin l'a dit. Ce n'est pas les grandes industries qui vont créer des emplois en Afrique, et particulièrement au Burkina Faso. Vu notre conjoncture économique régionale et sous-régionale et nationale, il est très important pour les pays, également pour mon pays, de mettre l'accent sur le développement et l'appui à la création des petites et moyennes entreprises. Ce sont ces entreprises qui vont nous permettre aujourd'hui, permettre au gouvernement d'être stables. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, presque quand on va en Afrique sahélienne, nous sommes confrontés aujourd'hui à une instabilité liée à l'insécurité. À l'insécurité, cela voudrait dire quoi? C'est le problème du chômage. Et le problème du chômage, aujourd'hui, quand on parle le secteur environnemental, je dirais qui est un secteur transversal qui touche à tous les domaines, que ce soit de l'agriculture jusqu'à tous les domaines, on le retrouve, le tourisme, etc. Si nous arrivons à créer des nouveaux emplois, si nous arrivons à intégrer des nouvelles choses, notre manière de voir, je pense que cela va contribuer naturellement à régler cette question de chômage qui a une répercussion quand on parle des externalités négatives. Je dirais que l'insécurité au niveau de notre sous-région est due à cette externalité négative galopante par le manque de travail au niveau de nos pays africains. Donc, c'est ensemble que nous pourrons mobiliser nos efforts pour y aller, pour faire face, afin de réguler cette question de chômage à travers la création des emplois verts décents avec l'appui des petites et moyennes entreprises au niveau national. Merci.
Merci bien. I would like to get back to SECO and ask how SECO is ensuring that its interventions in South Africa are sustainable on the long run. And I would also incorporate one of the questions about youth, because the youth, they come with ideas. They want to establish projects, activities to kickstart businesses, but they don't know how to where to look or how to address, the right channels of funding or training or skills development, mechanisms. So maybe can you address this question from those two perspectives? Thank you.
Thank you. So first of all, in terms of to address the first question, in terms of ensuring sustainability in the interventions that we have in South Africa, I think this applies to many other development partners. I think partnerships are key, whether it's public partnerships, whether it's private partnerships, private sector partnerships, or whether it's with the multilateral organizations. I think it's really key to to ensure that you have the right partnerships so that your interventions are sustainable long term. As you know, as we're all aware, you know, it's not sustainable to support an intervention, you know, for an infinite, an undefined amount of time. You know, it's not sustainable, and it doesn't ensure that the entity or the innovation or initiative that's being supported can stand on its own feet. So what we want to see is innovations or initiatives standing on their own. And how we do this is through, you know, selecting the right partnerships. For example, we've partnered with UNIDO in industrial energy efficiency. UNIDO has a lot of expertise in that field. We're currently partnering with UNIDO in terms of quality and standards because UNIDO has that expertise and it's known. So for us, it's partnerships. To address the other question in terms of how youth can be supported or how or where they can find information, I think, you know, there's information and there's a lot of activities going on everywhere. What's key is if you can identify what it is exactly that you want to do. Select the sector that you want to work in, whatever initiative that you want to do, and I think from there we can take it to the next steps. There's a lot of support through the government institutions, South African government institutions such as SEDA. They provide funding and mentorship as well, mentorship programs for the youth particularly. One of the initiatives that we're partnering as well with the government of South Africa is the Youth Employment Services Initiatives, the YES initiative that President Cyril Ramaphosa launched last year, which is a public-private partnership to reduce youth unemployment. And we're currently looking at providing, you know, supporting tools, online tools, etc., to assist the youth in getting access to jobs. Another area that we're looking at is working with TVET colleges. We've heard from the private sector time and again that the skills that are coming out, or the graduates rather, that are coming out of TVET colleges don't necessarily match the skills that the private sector requires. So what we're going to do is we're looking at working with selected TVET colleges to assess their processes, so their lectures, their curriculum, etc., to see how employable graduates are when they come out of these colleges. And we're looking particularly at various green trades, so your solar PV installation, your plumbing, which are also opportunities for future green jobs. And I think what's also key in sustainability, especially at this juncture where we're at right now as the world, is the type of projects that we design. I mean, we're 11 years out from 2030. We need to really ensure that whatever that we do has impact, that it creates jobs, that it addresses, you know, the sustainability, and that we're looking at development as well. I think we're at a really critical point as the world in the type of interventions that we make. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we are running out of time, so maybe I will ask one last question and then we wrap up in a minute. So I would ask Dr. Ntabile about to quickly give us one or two examples of successful green SMEs in South Africa and what is the recipe of success, because since the SMEs are not represented in this panel, maybe you can just from your angle mention something about it.
Thank you, moderator. There are so many of these companies. In the past few days, we've been sharing of a company called Jusia. They've developed a device that they use in long-haul trucks that's able to reduce consumption of diesel by up to 40%. That company has just received an order of more than 100 million. And it started with pretty much nothing. And I mentioned that funding that is dispersed in a proper manner can really unlock these opportunities. That company received about $1 million from that DBSA Green Fund of ours, and through that they've been able to leverage a lot more, and they're operating from the UK. They might open an office in Switzerland, and they are looking to pilot in the US. But if you allow me, I'd like to tell another story of some lady in the Eastern Cape. Her name is Sandiso. She has a company called Amahlati Ecosystems, and you probably know because Tia, UNIDO, the Innovation Hub, all collaborated, and that speaks to the issue of partnerships to make her what she is today. She has developed what we call a condom of a Giza element. And that Giza element condom is now being manufactured at a factory in a dilapidated town, like industrial area in Dimbaza, Eastern Cape. And this kind of work or this kind of success would not have been realized had partners not worked together. Had we not all been patient for 3-4 years with her to get to a point where she is. So I would urge the partners, the PAGE partners, to now look towards implementation, identifying pockets of excellence of some of the organizations that have been doing well in implementing some of the, in supporting entrepreneurs. And also funding, that type of funding is really instrumental. Strengthening partnership, but most importantly, let's manage expectations. For tech innovation, it takes a very long time to develop these companies. And it took, as I said, Sandy saw 4 years. Other companies, 6 years. The company that I'm talking about took about 10 years developing their product. So we need to manage expectations from our political principles and communicate what's doable and what it will cost us to get there. But yeah, there's a lot. There is no panacea. There is no one pill for success. I think it's for us to just persevere and to work together and to ensure that we put our money where our mouths are.
Thank you very much. I think that was a good opportunity to hear different views from different players and partners in PAGE, and also to hear from the youth, which are the future of this nation and so many and the whole world. So I would like to thank you all for this positive and interactive participation, and I would like to also thank the audience for interacting with us.